Hi everyone, it is me. We are doing a live, seeing what is going on, and yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little while and then I'm gonna start and see what is happening. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about things coming your way, abundance coming your way, and really just a lot more that is going to come your way that isn't perhaps in your life right now. I think that this is a very uplifting sort of reading. I am going to pull lots of cards. I'm going to tell you what's happening, what isn't happening, what's going on, and yeah, so hello to you all. Hi, I can definitely see all of the comments, which is so lovely. I thought I would do a live for the very first time. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. That is so sweet. How lovely. So if any personal questions are asked, then they will not be answered because this is more of a live reading overall. So hi everyone. It's so nice to see actual live comments in real time. So I'm going to start and I'm going to see what's coming through for you, since we do have some people already joining, which is so lovely. Okay, so I'm going to see what is coming through. Yeah, I know it's my first live and it's just so lovely to have some people joining already. This is so lovely. I'm very excited. Okay, so if you see this, it's a sign, okay? There is definitely a lot of things I feel that are going to come your way. I don't feel like you are at the peak in regards to everything in your life, if that makes sense. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not where you want to be. It just means that there are so many more things that are still yet to come into your life that you haven't yet got in your life, if that makes sense. There is so much more abundance, so much more joy, so much more fulfillment, and thank you so much for the comments as well. How lovely. Wow, look at this, okay? So, first of all, we've got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is so incredibly beautiful because this just is wonderful in the sense that there's just such stunning energy, which really goes to show that the things that you want are going to come. So 1111, that is in the title of this, and that's what I really felt, right? This Four of Wands energy is that sort of 1111 energy that really does showcase this sense of more abundance, more joy coming into your life. I also see here, relationships, marriage, commitment, just so much more in terms of joy that is going to be happening your way. And I also feel here that this really shows a lot of happiness, which is just so incredibly beautiful. There's just a sense of you genuinely so incredibly, just so incredibly. So that's what we see here, especially with the Four of Wands, okay? And then also there's a lot more balance and stability coming your way with money, and also in regards to your emotions, because some of you have been feeling rather emotional, rather stressed out, rather sad as well, just feeling very up and down, a bit like this boat that you see on the rocky waters, just feeling really overwhelmed, stressed out, not knowing what to do, how to do it, how to go about things, you know what I mean? And it's been rather challenging. Oh, I got sent something. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I got sent Daisy. Ooh, thank you so much, Sophia. I didn't know I could get sent a daisy. Freaking love flowers. Okay, so yes, there's so much more stability that's going to come your way. And I just feel here as well stability in your emotions. Now, when your emotions become stable, what starts to happen is other areas of your life will come together. Now, why does that happen? How are your emotions connected to the things in your life? Well, think about it this way, right? If you feel unstable or unhappy, oh, thank you so much. I love that. If you really think about it this way, right? Even the moon phases are connected to our emotions. Our emotions also connect, to how we respond to other people, how we connect with other people, how we live our daily lives. And so when we live in a way that is influenced by our emotions, right, it can bring certain opportunities. It might take away certain opportunities. We might say certain things to certain people, not say other things to other people. So the main thing here is really that your energy impacts things, right? Imagine if you are heartbroken. That energy that you then take into your work environment or take into other relationships has a profound impact. So what I'm seeing here is that you will feel happier, more stable, more fulfilled, more excited, and just so much happier, okay? And that allows your energy to become high vibrational. And when your energy becomes high vibrational, everything else that you really want will start to align and come together. Here we are. And that will just make you feel so much better. So that's what I'm seeing here, is that there is just so much more joy and more satisfaction and fulfillment coming your way. And that is what I'm seeing here. Yes, the gifts are fully appreciated. I mean, thank you so much. I didn't even know that you could do those kinds of things on TikTok, but that's really lovely. Thank you so much, everyone. And yep, so basically that's what we see here, right? And I just see that there is just so much more stability coming, which basically drives you forward towards more happiness and more success and just so much more joy, basically. And that's what we see here. So I just feel that there is an immense amount of balance in your emotions, which allows balance in personal relationships, with family, in regards to love, and also in regards to the people around you and how they will treat you better. So everything in that sense starts to become aligned, because you will feel happy in your stability, not, oh, I'm married but I'm not happy, or oh, I have money but I'm not happy. No, you will have stability and happiness, and that's really important, right? Because there are so many people who are in relationships and they're not happy. There are so many people that are married and they're not happy, but people think of that as their life goal. But what you want, obviously, is for that to happen, but for you to also be happy. You know what I mean? Like, you want that peace, you want that satisfaction, you want that joy, and obviously that's so incredibly important, which is very important. Keep saying the word important, but how many of you have been seeing 1111? Let me know, because that is definitely a number, you know, I mean, it literally came out on the card straight away, and I feel that it just made sense. You know, when I was kind of hopping onto my first live, I was like, I really feel a strong sense of drawedness to this particular repeating number. Now, this is exactly it, right? I mentioned stability. Hierophant is all about that. Hierophant is also tradition as well. I know that so many of you want a strong, loving, healthy relationship, and it is coming, okay? This is basically a reading that affirms that, yes, you will have more stability in terms of your relationships, but also you will have a loving, kind, generous life partner who gives to you like how you would give to them, and someone who genuinely appreciates you and loves you and understands you and cares for you in the way that you would for them as well. And that is something that we really do pick up on here, especially with this energy. There is just so much more joy and so much more happiness that is going to come your way. And you know, the Hierophant is a very powerful energy, because the Hierophant really does represent that in your life you will have not a lot of worry. And what I mean by that is, when I say not a lot of worry, it means that you won't be constantly worrying like, oh my gosh, you know, is my money going to run out tomorrow? Oh my gosh, can I afford to put food on the table tomorrow? Oh my gosh, is this person going to leave me tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Well, you know, okay? You know, that is anxiety, it is stress, it is that constant of like not knowing, right? Not feeling secure, not feeling loved. That's not something I see. I just see here you having stability, okay? So I've talked a lot about stability. I don't know how many times I've said that, to be honest, but you know, there's just a lot more stability that's basically going to come into your life. Also, the other thing as well is the Chariot energy here is beautiful, okay? This shows a lot of traveling. It shows you also traveling with someone, and also people around you that are so incredibly kind and understanding and generous and just so incredibly loving. Oh, thank you so much for those, what do you call them, emojis? Those little emojis, they're so cute. Someone sent me a little chick. Aww. Anyways, so this is really what we see here, especially with the Chariot, is travel, okay? Movement in your life, not stuck, stagnant, you trying to figure out like what's going to happen tomorrow. Am I going to be able to go to that particular place? You know, if I last minute need to drop everything and go there, can I do that? It's not something you would even worry about, because you will have enough stability to go to the places you want to. Let me know, are there some interesting destinations or places that you want to go to? let me know, because I really do see that you will be traveling, and in the future I really feel here that there is going to be so much more success, which is just so beautiful, in terms of not just you traveling, but also opportunities abroad as well. So there's something in the lines of that I feel is also going to happen, which will give you a lot of happiness, and we've also got this one from all the cards that I first shuffled out, which is the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, listen, all of your cards here indicate stability and security and a real strength in terms of your relationships, which is amazing, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. This is that sort of grounded, deep-rooted energy. This is family, especially with the Hierophant as well. We really see that you will have family, you will have happiness, you will have stability, you will have love, you will also have money and the ability to travel, okay? And I just think that's so incredibly wonderful. There's just such a wonderful energy here of you just feeling so happy, and I think that's just, it's really nice. It's really nice to see that. It genuinely is. So we're going to continue. I'm going to just grab some cards here. Yes, let me know if this is resonating with you so far, and I really feel like it's a sign if you see this. Also, I might do more live TikTok readings on the weekends, so I just thought I would, try this to see how it works. This is actually a test, to be honest, but it's not like a test in the sense that I'm trying to test out a live video. It's more so a test to sort of see whether I like doing lives, but I also felt at the same time we could do a reading. So I did feel that really good energy, plus it's super sunny and it's just so bright outside, which is nice as well. Okay, so we've got the rainbow here. Now that's beautiful, okay? Now if you've been through some really difficult times, hard times, challenging times, things have been overwhelming, stressful for you, you felt like things just are not going in the direction that you want them to go in, if that makes sense, the rainbow is stunning, because the rainbow really does represent, water and sunshine. Speaking of sunshine, and that's really the energy here, you sort of got that sort of moon energy, but then you also need a bit of sunshine. It's that energy here of duality. Life is all about duality, which means that if you've been through some really rough moments, it's making you stronger. It's made you so strong to the point where when you have real strong success, you will be able to deal with it, not just kind of be like, oh my god, so much success, like, it really just balances you out in many ways. You need a bit of rain and sunshine, right, to make a rainbow. If you have too much sun, then there's a drought. If you have too much rain, it's just probably a flood. And this is balance, and that's really important here, okay? Things are basically going to become beautiful in your life, but I know that many of you have struggled a lot. You've had a lot of sadness, frustration, pain in your life, but that's not all there is going to be, because there's just progress, okay? Especially here as well. Someone sent me daffodils. Love daffodils. I love flowers. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't know you could do all of this on TikTok, it's kind of cute and cool at the same time. So lots of progress here, especially if you are working, you are studying, if you have your own business, lots of progress in terms of this happening. And yes, this is a collective reading. Okay, so lots of progress in your work, especially if you're wondering whether you're going to earn more money, or if you are going to not just earn more money, but like make more money or be successful in having your own business, and also having money for the long term, so that like your money grows. That is something I really see here, but it's a work in progress, which means it doesn't just always happen at like the snap of a finger where it all just appears in your life. It's definitely something that is constant throughout the course of time, and that's something that's really important for me to mention here, is that it's like something that grows and evolves as time progresses, which is so important. I got sent a rose. Thank you so much, Sarah. So that's something that I'm really picking up on here as well. So lots of progress. Now, the main thing here is we've got codependency, okay? Now, this is really important for me to mention. Codependency can actually slow down elements of success. So this is really important to keep in mind, because, codependency is that sort of attachment energy, which isn't just like, oh, I love my mother, it's not that. It's more so like, I love this person so much to the point where my life is rubbish without them. Everything they do triggers you emotionally in your day-to-day life. That is sort of codependency, where what they do kind of rules over you, right? It's that sort of codependent energy on like needing that person in order to feel a certain way in your life, in order to feel like there are certain things you can do, you cannot do. That's codependent, and that obviously just suppresses your energy. It brings things to be low vibrational. So if any of you are dealing, you know, and you're kind of thinking like, yeah, I am a bit codependent on that person, I let whatever they're doing emotionally consume me, emotionally overwhelm me, emotionally get to me, I think it's really worth working on yourself, healing within yourself, doing some shadow work, looking after yourself and putting yourself first. I think that's just so incredibly important. I also have lots of healing rituals on my website, which is shopmoonlightguidance.com, if anyone is ever interested. But you know, working on codependency, even through healing, even through just understanding it and thinking to yourself like, maybe I am a bit too attached to that particular person, that particular situation, this, that. You know, I think that can be a good thing, you know, to work through that, because that actually then makes your vibrational energy higher, and when your vibrational energy is higher, it basically then allows everything for your highest good to happen. So anything that is blocking your vibrational energy from being its peak at its optimal level is blocking blessings, blocking abundance, blocking those things. It's a little bit like, you know, when people talk about like, you know, metabolism, for example. Well, whatever's getting in the way of that obviously, you know, stops it from happening. So yeah, codependency is good to work on. I think it's good to know these things so that you kind of know what you can do to really raise the abundance in your life. Hello, everyone. So someone's asking about personal readings. So if you go to shopmoonlightguidance.com, there's lots of tabs at the top, and if you click on the services tab, or there's next to it, there's a personal readings tab, you can check out the readings that I offer. They are done within 12 to 24 hours, so it's there, okay? Speaking of which, we've got here some interesting card. Now, I kind of need to know why we've got this card. Okay, I think your perception and your perspective is one where sometimes you feel like life is going to be like this, okay? Sometimes you feel like things are going to end up being literally a catastrophe. Let me just tell you something. That is your perspective. And someone asked me if I like Harry Potter. Do you know what? So many people say that I sound like Hermione Granger, but I really... Do I? Let me know. I do, but I haven't seen all the films and I haven't read all the books, so I just thought I'd mention that. Anyways, so speaking of which... the catastrophe card here is you sort of sometimes thinking that you will just be alone for the rest of your life, that things are not going to work out, because so far you feel like things haven't worked out, and just because it hasn't now doesn't mean it won't in the future, okay? So I just want to say that your life is not a catastrophe, but at the same time I don't want to invalidate you for any pain, trauma, sadness that you have been through. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to make that very well known. I'm not trying to say that your life is perfect and amazing and that you should be grateful for everything you have. Like that, you know, I'm trying to tell you that yes, you've been through some difficult moments, yes, you've been through sadness, trauma, pain, and treated in ways that I don't believe that you deserve to be treated in, but your life isn't a catastrophe, because what's also coming your way in the future is by far what you've really wanted and very beautiful, and it's really going to come together in the way that you want it to be in. And I think that's really important to keep in mind, is that things will continue to get better, things will improve in your life. And thank you so much, Michelle, for the rose. That is just so beautiful. Ah, so we see here the 10 of Pentacles, okay? This is not your life being a catastrophe, okay? Tell yourself this. This is the affirmation for your reading. My life is not a catastrophe, okay? That's a good affirmation to have when you feel like everything just feels rubbish. It's a good thing to remind yourself that, you know what? That's the present moment, but it's not your future, okay? It is your future if you keep telling yourself that it will be, because you're just further affirming that, and that doesn't obviously help. But what I will say is that the 10 of Pentacles is beautiful. It represents family, it represents happiness, it represents that stability energy that I kept going on about over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And honestly, things are going to get better. Okay, this is beautiful. If you look here, hold on, I can't even see what I'm doing. Here, there are scales there hidden in that card. It shows balance, and I think that's what many of you feel you are lacking in life right now. Like, it's not quite there. It will definitely get there, that's for sure. And I also see here family being super supportive. If some of you have family issues, if you feel like, you know, you don't see eye to eye with certain people, I just feel like it's interesting because in time I feel like they will see eye to eye. Now, I'm not sure if that's because you will suddenly be successful. You can really make your own judgments when you get to that, but I do feel like your success will trigger certain people in your life to be like, I do want to keep a good relationship with you now. I roll my eyes at that a little bit because, you know, maybe they do that because now you're going to be successful. Well, you will be successful at that time. Whether you want those people in your life or not is completely your choice. You have free will, okay? But yeah, I just thought, you know, it'd be interesting to let you know that. Oh, that's so nice, Michelle. Moonlight, you are my daily go-to in my life. That is, honestly, that's such a nice thing to hear. I don't think anyone's... Oh, wow. I mean, I get so many comments, but I don't... You know, on YouTube, I try to read as many of them, but, like, that is so nice. It's such a nice thing to say. Thank you so much for the lovely, lovely comments, everyone. Oh. Okay, some of you have anxiety. I mean, can you see all those swords? Right, you have anxiety. I think a good way to calm down your anxiety is, we've got the retreat card, which means not like you don't literally have to go to like a spa. You don't literally have to go on a vacation. You can take a little bit of time in the afternoon or after you work just to do something really lovely for yourself. Maybe relax, unwind a little bit, run yourself a nice shower or a bath and just try to take some deep breaths. You know, there's things like aromatherapy. You could light a candle. You could, you know, just creating that sort of peaceful energy for yourself by retreating, because I know not everyone can just take time off work and just go on a retreat, you know what I mean? Like, that's not always realistic, let's be honest. But doing little things for yourself, for example, when you finish work, or if you're studying and you sort of finish, you know, school and then you come home or wherever you live, and just doing something that gives you a bit more peace, that in itself can be that retreating energy. The other thing as well, you know what they do on retreats as well, is they do things like meditation, massages, things like that. And you can even try and, you know, give yourself a massage. You could do acupressure. You could try and do those, oh, what is it called? I'm gonna get it wrong now. It's that tapping technique. You can find so many tutorials on YouTube actually for those tapping techniques, and you just literally follow them. You know, you can do it for anxiety, you can do it for stress, you can do it for different health things here and there, and it's literally free, and literally all you need is yourself and your body, because, you know, you can do those pressure points and things like that. So that's quite, you know, it's a way to kind of de-stress, relax, but also meditation. There are so many guided meditation tutorials as well, and that's great for anxiety, because I know that some of you are really struggling with that a lot, and that retreating energy can help. Now, if you can go on a retreat, if you can, you know, literally go get a massage, if you can literally go and do those kinds of things, then of course, you know, I think that's great to do. You know, taking a little break, taking a vacation, maybe even on the... Oh, thank you so much, Chanel05, for the heart. Yeah, if you can, you know, even on the weekend, like, go somewhere to de-stress and have a change of environment. That's a very good thing to do from what I see here on these cards, okay? We also have sort of the mountains as well. So, let's keep going. It's never easy to deal with stress and anxiety, but I'll tell you, meditation can help a lot because of breathing techniques. So that can be nice to sort of calm down the nervous system. It is also scientifically proven to help with the nervous system. And the other thing as well is, what's the word? Forgot my train of thought. Yoga. There we go. All right. Let the fear you have fall away. This is quite significant because, you know, a lot of you do have fear in regards to certain things. You are not sure whether certain things will happen for you, progress for you, whether certain things will give you joy or not. And it's an accumulation of anxiety. It's an accumulation of not knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it. What I will say is that let the fear you have fall away, because honestly, like I mentioned before, a lot of balance will come into your life emotionally as well. Try not to fear things. Ultimately, try to be open to things. Why? Because stepping outside of your comfort zone can bring you so much more success. And second of all, it always teaches you something which not only makes you stronger, but it allows you to deal with all kinds of situations. Obviously, if your gut and your instinct is telling you, no, don't do that, then obviously, like, you can not do that, you know. But I just feel like there are certain opportunities here. We have the teamwork where you might have to work with certain people that are, you know, a little bit challenging to work with, but it teaches you so much in regards to how to work with those people. And then when you are a lot more successful, you'll be able to deal with those kinds of people as well, you know, and just be able to really understand how that all works without kind of getting all wrapped up in it. So that's quite important. Also, good karma is coming your way, and you know, the phases right now show that yes, you're going through phases and cycles, and things are difficult, and you can find things are challenging, and you're scared of the unknown, not sure where you're going to go, not sure how things are going to progress. The most beautiful thing here especially is that so much more balance and stability is going to come your way, which is exactly how we started this live. Is the first thing I told you was, listen, that 1111 card came out, okay, with the Four of Wands, and I was like, there is stability coming your way, there is success coming your way, there is so much more coming your way. Actually, do you know what, that phrase that I said, which I know some of you have repeated in the comments, let the fear you have fall away, is basically from a Lana Del Rey song. If I have a reference, I will tell you where it's from, you know. I think the song is Say Yes to Heaven. So it's if you dance, I'll dance. Is it? If you dance, I'll dance, and if you don't, I'll dance anyways. Let the fear you have fall away. Something like that. Anyways, the point of this is that hello everyone. The point of this is that whether someone supports you or not, supporting yourself is just the most important thing. You know, you can have fear as to how will this be, how will that be, but at the end of the day, you have got yourself. Hold your hand, walk through it. You got this, okay? You got this. You've already dealt with so many situations up until this point, and life is only going to get better, which I think is really nice to look forward to. It's nice to kind of know that as well. I feel that, you know what, things are going to get better and things will progress, and you will feel stronger and happier as time goes by. Did what? 21,000 likes on this live so far. That's kind of crazy, but confusing at the same time. I'm not... How? I don't know. Like I mentioned, this is my first live, so I don't actually know what's going on in the grand scheme of things. I can see comments, which means that I'm obviously live and something's happening. But I'm not really sure how it all works aside from that. Okay, so... I feel for some reason it's easier to go live on TikTok than it is on YouTube. For YouTube, like the amount of setting up and scheduling and doing things, it's just, it takes at least half an hour to set up a live on my side, I feel. Whereas with TikTok, you can literally just go live straight away. And I think that's why it's doing so well, in the sense that TikTok lives do so well, is because you can literally just live stream like straight away and people can just start seeing you. It's really quite, I'm surprised at how simple it is, because the YouTube one, oh my god, it took me forever to figure out. So anyways, here we go. 8 of Pentacles. This is beautiful because it matches, hold on a second, matches the Progress card. Ta-da! Just further affirms that the hard work you put in will give you success, which is good. Keep working hard. Keep working hard. Keep working towards your goals, your dreams, your abundance, the things that you love to do. I really feel like a lot of that will showcase results, showcase money, showcase progress in your life, which I think is amazing. A lot of progress is going to come. Other thing as well, especially with the 6 of Pentacles, is more balance and stability. Remember, we spoke about the scales. We spoke about the scales in the 10 of Pentacles card, which I've lost. Oh, here it is. Okay, there's scales right there. Also, we spoke about scales with the Karma card as well. Okay, so the the scales are showcasing themselves, and it's showing things to be very nice and balanced, not imbalanced, not wonky, not all over the place. Things are definitely coming together beautifully. And let's just also say as well that the Hermit shows a lot of, you know, a lot of thought. Sometimes you can have a lot of anxiety, but just know that you are going through a phase, and thinking is not a bad thing. Sometimes when you think, you can also remember certain things that you want to do, certain things that you might have thought. Overthinking can have pros. It can also have some cons, but like, you know, it does have some pros. I know this is going to sound strange, but let me just give you an example, okay? When I was in university, I used to overthink all the time. Like, when I say overthink, all the time, okay, with presentations, with this, with that, oh my gosh. I am a Virgo, so like, you know, it kind of makes sense. But even if you're not, you know, it's one of those things where overthinking is a result of you sort of wanting to make sure that things are in order. You like things being organised, you don't want to miss anything, you know. But at the same time, what's really interesting was that I was overthinking at the time when I had to submit a dissertation. And thank God I overthought this, because I thought I submitted my dissertation online, and it turns out I didn't press the actual confirm button that you had to press. And so I was overthinking so much to the point where I was like, you know what, let me just like check if I actually did submit it, even though I knew I'd submitted it, but actually I didn't submit it. And I saw that I actually didn't submit it. And if I didn't submit it at that time, that would have been a rather chaotic disaster in terms of my grades. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes overthinking can save you. Not always, and I'm not encouraging that we all overthink to the point where we have serious amounts of anxiety. But what I will say is that sometimes it can be a little bit of a blessing, in the sense that it can actually allow you to not miss out on certain things that you might have missed, if that makes sense, because you are detail oriented, I feel, as well. So, you know, it's one of those things. So I'm not saying that it's good, I'm saying that there are ways to cope with it. And like I mentioned, things like meditation, things like taking time for yourself, deep breathing, yoga, those tapping techniques, they're very, very good for these kinds of things. You know, you'll find a way to ultimately deal with it. Oh, look at this synchronicity here as well. You got lots of rainbows. Double rainbow. Even better. So definitely there is a lot of happiness. I definitely see a stable relationship, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. I just feel that honestly in time your anxiety and your stress levels will be very balanced, to the point where you can really what's the word? You don't get over consumed by it to the point where it rules over you. You will find a way to control it, and a way to sort of, it's like not letting the car drive you. You're the one in control of the car. That's really important, you know, not being like, oh, the car's driving me. Although that's different with electric cars. I'm talking like normal cars, okay. Some cars, they are self-driving. I'm not talking about that. So that's what I'm seeing here. Someone sent me something. That's so cute. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Empress Angel 13. Okay. So yes, lots and lots of happiness is coming your way. I just feel that some of you are not feeling so happy right now, if that makes sense. You're not feeling like things are great right now. You're not feeling like things are how you want it to be. Yeah. Oh, I got something else as well. Oh, that goes nicely with the sort of rainbow theme, right? Congratulations. You will have a lot of success. That's something that I really am picking up on. Especially here, you know, Eight of Wands shows movement in your life. It shows progress in your life. It shows things coming into your life. And I think that's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Samira, for the confetti. I feel like that just goes hand in hand. By the way, speaking of confetti, actually, what I see here as well, and someone else sent something as well. Oh, TikTok. Okay, thank you so much, Michelle. The other thing about confetti here is that I literally see like marriage, celebration, and you know, even down the line as well, for those of you that want children, there can also be here children and celebrations, birthdays and things like that, which I'm seeing here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the finger heart. I love these little emojis. They're so cute, actually. They go very nicely with the reading as well, which is really adorable. I love these kinds of things. If you look at my display icon, I don't even know if it's up there. I don't know how it displays on your side, but my display icon is just flowers. It's just, you know, cute little things. All right. Yeah, I feel like you are a sensitive soul, but like with good reason. you know, you care about people, you understand people, you want to understand people, you want to be there for people, you don't want to hurt people, you know, you're a good person. And I think with that kind of energy just comes this sense here of you having so much more respect from people around you, which I think is just so incredibly important and significant. So that's something that we definitely do have, which is obviously really nice. So that's what we've got there. Yes, this is a collective reading. It is, yes. To be honest, I haven't done star sign readings in a while, and the reason for that is because when I was doing star sign readings, I always thought in my head, like, you know what, yes, this is for this sign, but it's also applicable to this sign, and this sign. And when I was sort of sitting there and doing those readings, I was thinking, sure, this sign is going to see it, but this sign, and this sign, a huge amount of people are never going to see that, because it's so applicable to so many more people. And so I started doing my readings in a way where, you know, even on YouTube, it's like really, really popular to do star sign readings, right? Like, it is a popular thing, but for some reason I just felt like some of those readings are more applicable to more people. So anyways, you know. Oh, they're gifts. Oh, thank you so much for explaining, Chanel 05. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I didn't know this about TikTok. So what I was saying was, yeah, look at this. You got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. There's a really beautiful energy here, which is to do with the fact that there is just so much more love and happiness and success coming. You basically got family. You got family here. Oh my gosh, you got a family here. Thank you so much, Lorraine, Scott, and Tori Blaze, for the rose and the finger heart. Family. There you go. Okay, if you want a family, if you want a life partner, if you want children, if you want marriage, it is all here. You've literally got the Cups family. The whole Cups family is like, hey, we're here. And this is like people that understand one another, you know, like you will be able to understand them, they will understand you. And it's just, honestly, it's so beautiful. You're just going to have so much success and joy and happiness and fulfillment. And I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but really you will honestly feel genuinely so good within yourself and so happy within yourself, which is so lovely. And yeah, so honestly, like, things are going to get better for you. Now, what do I want to do? I think we're going to pull more cards. Shall we pull more cards and then yeah. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Oh, it's nighttime in Australia. Yeah, probably is, as I'm looking at the clock. I mean, I do trust you that you're saying that it's nighttime, but I just felt like I needed to look at the clock anyways. It's not that I don't trust you. I was just wondering what time it is here as well. It's almost 2 p.m. here when I'm filming this. If you wanted a real confirmation that happiness is coming, like, it is here. Sun is happiness, obviously. I feel like that's like the most explanatory card, self-explanatory card I could give you. Well, not that I gave it to you, it did come out, but like, you know, explaining to you. Wheel of Fortune is also very self-explanatory. It's literally success, right? So abundance is going to come your way. I know some of you are not really going to like what I have to say next, but must be said. For every single one of you watching this, okay, this time frame will apply to you from what I'm picking up on. Don't get angry at me for the time frame, but within 10 years, okay, not in 10 years, within 10 years, okay, it's not really that bad. Within 10 years, you will have this abundance that I've been talking about. You will have success, you will have happiness, you will have stability, you will feel more in control of your emotions and anxiety and stress. You will have better opportunities unfold for you within 10 years, okay? Because we've got so many 10s. You've got the 10 of Cups, which is so incredibly positive. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, which also shows that as well. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the Major Arcana number 10. The other two 10s are not positive, but guess what? They're not in your reading. So the 10 energy is really powerful, which means that basically 10 years from now, you will already be in this place of success, happiness, joy, progress, a lot more progress also with your career and your own expectations in terms of things getting better for you. And Queen of Wands definitely shows a lot of happiness and a lot of joy and a lot of just you feeling so strong within yourself, especially because the Queen of Wands also shows, because we did have the Queen of Pentacles there as well, we've got 3 queens here, shows you feeling good in how you look. You know, there's a real sense of self-confidence, like, yeah, I like how I look, I like how I am, I like how I talk, I like how I walk. There's just so much self-confidence and happiness here, you know. So I knew some of you would say this in regards to 10 years, but I'm not saying that it's going to happen in 10 years, because someone said here, I've waited 10 years already. Never ever wait, okay? We go back down to the whole detachment thing that I'm going to talk about. The more you wait, the more you will be waiting, okay? That is because of the law of attraction does not work when you are waiting for things. It works when you know what you want, but you are okay without it. So keep living your life, keep working towards your goals, like I mentioned. Within 10 years, it could literally happen. For some of you, okay, it could literally happen tomorrow that some of these things start to progress and come into your life. Within, so anywhere from now and 10 years down the line, within that time period, these things start to come together. Not in 10 years time, within 10 years time. All right, very important to keep in mind. So you'll start to feel stronger, happier and more present. And I also see someone here romantically, you know, being very proactive towards you, wanting to move things along with you, wanting to be with you, and really wanting to progress things romantically, which is really lovely. So things will happen, and let's finish off the reading with some of these cards from the spirit guides. Ooh, okay. I said cards, but we have one, and I think it's a really powerful one. It says charity, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. So that goes with the law of attraction. Ask and you shall receive. However, the law of attraction means knowing what you want, which is ask and you shall receive, but being okay without it and living your life right now as it is, and you will receive, okay? Because it's really important. Ask, but then don't sit around and wait for everything you've asked for. You know, get on with your life, focus on yourself, putting yourself first, and then you will receive. That's very important. When you ask for something, doesn't mean that you then like sit there and just like, yeah, like I'm gonna, you know, live my life once I get it. Keep living your life. Very, very important. Extremely significant. All right, so this is the live reading. I'm going to conclude the live reading. I'm not even sure how you turn off the live reading, how you end it. So I'm going to try and figure it out, but I just wanted to say this was such a lovely first live reading on TikTok. I'm genuinely so surprised. I'm really surprised at how much I really enjoyed it, and I love all of like those emojis, or what are they, emoticons, the flowers and all of those things. They were so cute, and yeah, this is it. So I hope you all have a really lovely day or night wherever you are. I will probably come at some point during the weekend for another live reading. I don't really have like a set time when I would do so, but maybe around this time, which I know is a bit of an odd time, to be honest, for those of you where it's nighttime. But I might even post this on my YouTube channel as well if you've missed like the first part of it or anything. So my YouTube channel is Moonlight Guidance, well, in case you didn't know that from the title of my actual TikTok. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and take care everyone, bye.